Hey Raiders, welcome back to another episode of Raider Weekly. This is the first full week back from Thanksgiving break. Speaking of Thanksgiving break, Austin, how was yours?
Mine was pretty good, Mason. Thank you for asking. I had a lot of good fun and a lot of good food. How was yours?
Mine was pretty awesome. My parents made some really good turkey.
All right. Winter sports start next week. And speaking of sports, now on to sports with Clay and Brote.
Welcome back, Jack, to another wonderful week of Raider Weekly. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving break. I know Mr. Clay Jameson on the other side did have a wonderful Thanksgiving break. I had one as well. This is sports with Brody O'Malley, and Clay Jameson. Clay, take it away.
Wrestling had their first duel last night, and this Saturday the JV tournament got canceled. No, that's a bad start for JV already.
Thanks. Hey, like I said, not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
That's
buddy.
very correct.
Basketball on the second or third week of practice. I don't really know. All I know is that we ran a little bit. Shout out Coach Vars and Coach Pyle and Coach Stroud. But yeah, we ran a little bit. And our first game is Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, so Tuesday against Perry Lecompton in Paola. So that should be a fun one. You know, Perry Lecompton's pretty good at football. I know that. I don't know much about him in basketball, but yeah, should be a good matchup. And that's all
Definitely.
for sports.
Hello again, Raiders, and welcome back to Raider Weekly's Book Club. As always, I'm Carson Westhoff, and this week's book will be City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. It is the first book of her series called The Mortal Instruments. Our blurb for this book is, when 15-year-old Clary Frey heads out into the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, especially one committed by 3 teenagers. Clary knows that she should call the police, but it's hard to explain a murder when the corpse vanishes into thin air and no one can see the murderers but her. The murderers introduce themselves as Shadow Hunters, a secret tribe of warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons. Within 24 hours, Clary's mother disappears, and Clary herself is almost killed by a grotesque demon. Why would demons want her? Why can she see them? Everyone wants to know. My thoughts are that this book has a great idea and plot. It was really interesting to read, and I was always wanting to read more. Mundane, lacking in interest or excitement. Dull. Pandemonium is a wild and noisy disorder or confusion, like an uproar. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's book club. Time for the next segment.
Hey, Raiders. Welcome to our section of bad Christmas gifts.
Some of these gifts are bad because they're overpriced or they just are rip-offs from other products. Our first product here is the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 isn't bad, just this dude is selling it on eBay for $1,800. And the original PlayStation 5 goes for $400. So I don't know about you, but that seems like a rip-off to me.
That does sound like a ripoff, but he has sold quite a few of them, at least 1,000. So he's making bank.
Next is also another new-gen console. This is the Xbox Series X. This is another console that was out of stock and people are reselling it on eBay. This Xbox Series X is selling for $1,500. The original Xbox Series X was selling for $300, which is also a total ripoff, and you should not get this from here. Just wait till it comes back in stock.
It will come back in stock. I don't know why people are even thinking about purchasing these things, but they are, and it's just fueling the problem. Now on to our next bad product. Fortnite lessons. These are one of the worst ones. $30 an hour to teach your kid to play Fortnite. And it's just, you don't need it. You don't need it. You get better by practicing, and you do not need this Darzy to pay. You don't need to pay him $30 an hour.
You don't need a Fortnite sensei, just play the game.
Just play the game. Have a good time, you know? And next and final product is, what is it?
A fake Nintendo Switch.
First, these are probably very, very lucrative for business people because people will confuse them for the real Nintendo Switch at $30 instead of like 120 or whatever it's regularly at.
And they are just not good.
No. I doubt it looks like what it's in the picture, and if it does, it's probably actual trash. They printed it off on a piece of paper and sent it to your address. Anyways, that wraps up our segment of portable Christmas gifts. On to the next one.
Hi, Raiders, and welcome to our festive segment of the week called Christmas Wishes. We're going to be going around and asking people what they want for Christmas this year. So let's go do it, Katie.
Let's go. So, Mr. Rakes, what would you like for Christmas?
Well, for Christmas this year, two things. One, I would love to get together with family and friends, and most importantly, for health. I want everybody to be healthy and safe, and just take the time to enjoy each other's company and enjoy the time off.
Nice. All right. Thank you for your time.
All right, so Coach P, what do you want for Christmas this year?
What I really want for Christmas is for my daughter and my future son-in-law to be able to come home for Christmas. They weren't able to come home for Thanksgiving because of COVID. They live in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, and they weren't able to come home for Thanksgiving. So we're really hoping that they get to come home for Christmas and spend Christmas with us. So that, I would have to say, that's what I want for Christmas this year, is for my daughter and my future son-in-law to be able to come home and spend Christmas with us.
I hope you get that wish, Mr. Palumbo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Oh.
All right, so Mr. Robin, what do you want for Christmas this year?
That's a really tough question. And I feel like I have like the most basic English teacher answer ever. And I want books. I want lots of books. I always want them. I just finished a series, so I'm like looking for a new one to start. So any recommendations would be awesome.
All right. I'll be sure to give you any recommendations if I have any.
Please and thank you.
All right. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
All right, that's it for this week's festive segment. Hopefully, everyone gets what they asked for.
Maybe they won't. Who knows?
Who knows? We're hoping for the best. So that's it. Thank
Have
you.
a great week, Raiders. On to the next segment.
Welcome, everyone, to
I saw your preliminary rankings and I'm worried.
yeah, okay.
Is all I'm gonna say.
All right, well let's start off on one that isn't gonna change.
Yeah,
I don't get a say on this one.
It's first of all the most overplayed movie. You see it everywhere. It's
Alright.
constant. It's never ending, and it's not that good. It's not that good. That's my official ranking. If there was
Well, this is mine because this felt like a fever dream to me.
okay, like I agree with you. I barely remember. I think it was like
Yeah.
5 when I watched it, so it can stay there.
Frosty.
I feel like that's a solid D.
It's an
Like
okay.
if it was like a background movie, I don't think I'd care.
Yeah, okay.
No, it can't be on the. No, Elf is atrocious. It's gotta be
Okay.
C tier.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
it's on the same tier as Elf.
All right. Christmas Vacation.
I feel like that's. What do you think?
I think it could. I think it's a C. I mean, it's okay.
Okay.
Just not. I wouldn't watch it again.
I agree with you.
I wouldn't take my time out of my day to do that. Non-animated.
The live action
Grinch.
Grinch. I say it's a A or B tier because I don't think anyone else could have pulled off the Grinch but Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
I'll give it an A. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I feel like it's an S tier because it's a dual holiday movie. You
Yeah.
can watch it for 2 holidays.
All right. Home Alone. It's A or S. There's no debate about that one.
I'd say S. Timeless classic, but I still couldn't tell you what happens in the movie.
Yeah.
So, rewatchability is high.
Rudolph.
Okay, listen. When I tell you this movie gave me nightmares as a kid,
Yeah.
the abominable snowman in that movie is
Oh, the
so
weird
frightening.
jagged teeth thing. It was a little much for a kids movie.
No, absolutely terrible. I give it a B.
B.
It's the first time I'd ever been exposed to a Christmas horror movie. Polar Express.
Polar Express, A or S.
It's an A just because the animation quality is not there anymore.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Charlie Brown. I think A or S also on that one.
I would give it a B if it were up to me, but we can keep it A. I feel like that's a compromise.
I'll say A. It's a compromise. This one would stay S for me. This one is like I watch this every Christmas.
Absolutely not. I say B.
So
we can put it A.
We'll say A. We'll compromise.
And then we have
it's
4-time Oscar nominated. SpongeBob.
This one's no debate. It's staying.
It's absolutely. Is there an SS tier?
Yeah, let's put this one right here.
That goes up there. The photography, the ambiance, the soundtrack, everything about it's a masterpiece.
Yes, it's just Patchy the Pirate.
I hate that movie so much.
Take it out.
Yes, get rid of it. I don't even want it in there.
Well, this is our list. If you disagree, you're wrong. So.
You're wrong. It's that simple.
All
we
right.
are the best.
Bye-bye.
That's all for this week's episode of Raider Weekly. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Remember to stay positive and test negative. We'll see you guys next week.